I just had a quick flashback at something I think Dan Tapiero told me at 10T Holdings, who runs a big fund, who said, America typically dominates in the tech innovations of the last 50, 60 years, from semiconductors to what you were doing in the internet, Web 1.0, 2.0. Let's be honest, America is dominated in the legal systems and the monetary system. But Tapiero said, look, you can argue that America's not dominating this infrastructure. It's actually maybe more of it's being done off American shores. Now, curious whether you agree with that or not, and do you think that's a motivating factor in, say, the president appointing a crypto czar or whatever he's going to do, or the real change in tides from today to what we had 12 months ago, where Gary Gensler called stablecoins the poker chips of the Wild West? And again, just want to say I'm starting to dangerously like Gary as I watch his course at MIT on blockchain, because Gary's very smart. And back in 2018, when he wasn't part of the SEC, he actually has incredible depth of crypto knowledge. I realize he's in a tough position. I realize he's in an underfunded organization. But it feels like we've come a long way in 12 months. Maybe speak on that evolution, and also speak on, do you think the US feels a little bit like they might lose this market?
Yeah, I mean, this is I think becoming a more front and center issue. We actually last week took out full page advertisements in the Wall Street Journal, the Financial Times, the Washington Post, Politico, Axios, The Hill, and kind of took over the homepages. And the question we were asking is, how can the U.S. win the digital currency space race? And it was sort of a editorial in a sense. And we were making a very specific argument about the dollar and the dollar on the internet, what's going to be the currency of the internet. How does the U.S. want to play this? And this is, on the eve of the ECNY becoming operationalized in China, and so it's a sort of area that's getting a lot of attention. And my view is that the U.S. is already winning that race. Now, it could be winning it even more. It could be moving and securing that position even more. But it has a relatively open posture to the innovation that's happening here. When you look at blockchains and currencies, the dollar is actually the preferred digital currency of this new crypto economy. It's already in a leadership position. That is, it inherited that leadership position, but it's now crossing over into this world through things like USDC and other projects. And there's an entire ecosystem being built around it. So the federal government doesn't need to go do a big 3-year, 4-year R&D project to build a nationalized infrastructure. The government has an opportunity to do what it's done, to Dan's point, which is unleash market forces, free and open competition, the kind of the benefits of open intellectual property that the internet has driven and is sort of kind of enshrined in sort of how the West has competed in this space. So those things are there. Now there's more to do, right? I think there's the kind of capital market side of this, where there is a lot of ambiguity. What is a security? What's not a security? How do you do investor protection? What is a digital asset market versus what we think of as a traditional securities exchange? There's a whole bunch of stuff to do there, right? What's the legal basis for a on-chain corporation? All kinds of other stuff. I mean, there's so many different things that have to be worked through. But I think the opportunity set is there to be open to this innovation path. And you're starting to see that. You're starting to see ruminations out of 10 Downing Street and out of the UK government saying, we're gonna embrace this. We're gonna really, really embrace this. And just like London became a fintech center because of an explicit government HMT, FCA kind of whole of government approach, I think they're actually now waking up in the UK and saying, holy cow, the crypto economy and all this is another place where we should be winning. Singapore's doing the same thing. So I think governments are going to be in a little bit of a competition to figure out who can regulate and set policy so you're dealing with the core risk, but in so doing, create the assurances that mass society needs to feel comfortable adopting this at scale.